Hello, this is Shar from the Real Kitchen for Real People, and today we're going to be hosting the Grill Master of the Real Kitchen for Real People. And today he is going to feature baby back ribs, tri-tip, and beef tenderloin. He's going to fire up his smoker, and so when he does that, we make sure we put all the meats we want on the smoker while it's good and hot. So he'll have baby back ribs, tri-tip, and beef tenderloin. So he's going to show you his secret of seasoning. This is a tri-tip. And I know a lot of people haven't heard of tri-tip, but it is the small part of a brisket, the end part. And it's the most tender part of the brisket. Now he has washed it, and now he's patting it dry with a paper towel before he seasons it. He's washed it and trimmed it, and now it's ready for seasoning. The seasoning on it is very simple. It's just kosher salt and black pepper. And you can get this at your butcher, tri-tip, or some grocery stores sell it as well. But he's going to put it on the smoker and have it smoked for how many hours?
4 hours.
4 hours for smoking this tri-tip. Okay. This is crushed black pepper. So you want the larger grains of black pepper when you're smoking meat. And it's just simple seasonings, kosher salt and black pepper. And you just pat it on, turn it over and do both sides. This is from the GrillMaster. This is his, we're featuring the GrillMaster today of our house in the Real Kitchen for Real People. And this right here is wonderful. It's an awesome piece of cut of meat. And you want your meat with kind of those little streaks in it that help tenderize your beef. You don't want it too lean, but you don't want it too fatty, because the fat strips in it keeps it tender.
You got it.
Okay.
The reason why I got two tri-tips. The reason why I'm smoking it, because when I fire up my smoker, I put everything in there. You know, since I fire up a big old smoker and just put a little bit of stuff in it. So I put just about everything in there to smoke it. And then after I smoke for 4 hours, take it out and rest. And I put it in the freezer for when we need it, easier access. If you notice, see the strips, that's what's the word they call it? Strip with fat. It keeps the meat from being dried out. You don't want your meat too lean, because it's hard to eat. It's not tender. I forgot the word that the butchers call it.
So we call it fat. Strips of fat. And then you put in this. So he's doing 2 of these, so that we'll have them in the freezer ready whenever we need them. Those who love smoked meat, this is a must try. Tri-tip.
And it's good because the brisket is about this big.
It's
With
too
a
large.
tri-tip, it's the small, but it's the more, it's the tender part of the brisket. And it's the small angle. That way you don't have to fix a whole big old brisket, you know. Now if you have a big crowd, then you get the big brisket.
But it takes longer to cook.
Yep.
That big brisket. Whereas this is just 4 hours.
Tenderloin. This is like 1.5 pounds, pretty close to 2 pounds really, of beef tenderloin. I like to get them real small because you know how expensive beef tenderloin is. So the smaller you get, it won't be so expensive. But this is the Cadillac of beef. It's very tender.
Yes.
When you eat this, when you put this in your mouth,
it's like butter.
It's like butter. And it'll make your tongue jump up and slap your brain. Just kosher salt and black pepper.
So you season them both the same.
Mm-hmm.
Just simple seasoning. Okay.
I put 2 short logs of pecan wood in there over a little charcoal. And that's my smoking wood. Put it in there. This is my smoking chamber right here. I'll take my tri-tip and put the big end towards the fire, but at the far end of the smoking chamber. Same way with the second one. You know, where it's smoke, where it won't burn. And beef tenderloin, like that. As you can see, I got a lot of room. And then I'll put me a couple of hot links in there for lunch in about an hour from now. You know. And then we'll close her up.
Okay.
Okay, it's pretty windy today, so I have to adjust my flute, my opening, and I'll put it about right there, you know. So I don't want it to burn too fast, but I want it to burn. So okay. Also in my wood, I have some lava rocks. And my lava rocks stays in there all the time. They're closer to the fire where they can catch the heat. Lava rocks is good for absorbing the drippings from your meats and everything, and it'll hold it in there. And then when the heat hits it, it'll release it. So there's a lot of flavor in those lava rocks. And I just keep them in there. They're good for smoking without using liquid smoke or anything like that. And comes in handy, and it's very, very good.
Now he's just taking it off the smoker after 3.5 hours. And he's now going to wrap each piece in some foil. And that piece is the tri-tip. So you wrap these in foil so that you can eat them
with the shiny side inside.
Okay, shiny side inside. And then you just set them aside, and they usually are finished cooking really with that heat in there and that foil. Before you put it in the freezer, they must be all cooled down.
See, look at the juice on there. Lovely.
Lovely. Yeah, you never want to put your meat in the freezer when it's hot. Say it again.
These are my baby back ribs right here, the whole slab. I smoked those, and you can see right here on the edges, they start cooking because the bones start showing on the edge. Now they're not cooked all the way. I'm gonna put these in the freezer when it's cooled down, and then whenever we get ready, I take them out the freezer, pop them in the oven, 350 for about 30 minutes, and they should be done. By that time, then I'll put some barbecue sauce on them, because we ain't Texans. We like our meat sweet.
And what seasonings did you use on your baby back?
Paprika, brown sugar, celery salt, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin.
Regular salt?
No,
No salt. Okay.
that's and it's some more. I just can't remember right now.
But that's only on the ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's the beef tenderloin.
And we're gonna have this for dinner, but it's gonna be some left over. But you talking about? So I'll put that in the pan and cover that with aluminum foil, and then when it cool down, I'll pop it in the oven on 350 for about maybe 30-35 minutes. That's it. Because we don't like our meat moving. We like our meat done but juicy, and you can do that without burning.
But you gotta be the grill master to do it. You have to know what you're doing. And this is delicious. So, as I say, whatever we cook, we're gonna eat it.
We eat.
Okay, he's wrapped these in foil and now they're resting. So they'll sit here in the foil for at least 3 more hours and they cool down, and then we'll put them in the freezer later on. But you want to make sure that they completely are cool before putting them in the freezer.
All right, this is the end result of my smoked meats. You see very closely around the edges. This is my beef tenderloin. And see that little red tint around the edge? That's the smoke ring. Sometimes if it's smoked long enough, you'll get a couple of those rings on there. But that means good smoke flavor. That's it.
And now we're getting ready to eat. So, if you like this video, be sure to thumbs up for the Grill Master or comment below. And be sure to subscribe. But for right now, we're getting ready to chow down on this fantastic beef tenderloin. Okay, without further ado, see you next time. Love, love. Absolutely delicious.